keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now, do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind. And I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown, but we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall now. Let's take it slow, where you go I go too, and if you hit the bottom I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go I go too, and if you hit the bottom I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow.
Come along with me. Together with the truth you'll see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. You all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the light. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
Pearls were bound together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong, together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. In the night or in the day, girls will light and lead the way. Just as hard and they'll support. Together we will hold the fort. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Click play and come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, 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 everyone. Making sure you can hear me. Mic check, mic check. Happy Friday. Happy freaking Friday. Thank you, Lord. Yes, it's Friday. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate you. I'm not really done up much right now. No, I'm inside, Lisa. I'm inside. Thank you so much, Miss Melanie. Really do appreciate you. Good evening, Justin. Rennie and chat. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you are well, my dear. I'm using my laptop camera, so it's not really that great. Thank you, Miss Melanie, and thank you, Miss Maria. Happy Friday, all. Love you, Justin and Rennie. Justice for Sebastian is so way overdue. It certainly is, Miss Maria. Certainly is. Holly, thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you. It's Friday. Friday, yes. Thank you so much, my dear. Second to no one. Alola. Thank you for renewing your membership, honey. Really do appreciate you. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Hey, Veronica. How you doing? How you doing? He is pink. He's running around here. Thank you so much, Veronica. Really do appreciate you. I don't really think so, Steph, but you're very kind. Thank you so much. I'm really tired and just been working a lot. So thank you so much, Miss Veronica. Really do appreciate you very much. Thank you all very much. This is the first channel I have chosen to become a member. You're going to make me cry a second. That's so sweet. You're an OG for sure. That makes me want to cry. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that more than you know. Lady, thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you. Hope you are well. Really do appreciate that, my love. If you receive that membership, make sure you give Our Lady for Justice a big, big thank you. Really do appreciate your support, my dear. Mary Ellen says, I haven't been around, but I've been having panic attacks at 2 a.m. Oh, Mary Ellen, I'm so sorry. You know, when those things happen, you feel like you're dying. You know what I mean? So breathe. It's trying to find your breaths. That's very important. You know what I mean? So that's the important thing. Thank you so much, lady. Really do appreciate you. Oh, hey, Lori. Good to see you, love. Thank you so much. Thank you to Justin for having integrity. My favorite place to come hang out with everyone here. Thank you, Miss Lori. Really do appreciate that very, very much, my dear. Hope you are well, and thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate that, my love. Good to see you. Hey, Miss Sharon. How you doing? How you doing? Please just shows love and kindness. Yes, and care. That's right. That's right. We can choose to be kind, right? That's what we can do. I think kindness needs to be cool again. I really do. Thank you so much, second to no one. I really do appreciate that. Good to see you all, everyone. We've got a lot to talk about. I do want to do some fun things as well in this live. We're going to talk about true crime, but we're also going to do some little games, more of who would you rather. Obviously I've been out working and all that, so I haven't got to dig very deep into any of the true crime stuff. Thank you, Holly. So Patty, I had a yearly conference that I go to every single year around this time every year. And so that's what it is. That's right, Eileen. That's right. So we're going to do a little bit of that. Has there been anything that I've missed in the last 2 days or so? I wasn't live yesterday at all. I was live day before yesterday, but it was really late when I was live then. So, oh dear. I know, Miss Grace. I got your text the other day, honey. Kiki told me it as well. Oh, Cece, bless you, honey. I did, Bo. I did. I did. Yeah, Sheila, I'm good, honey. Missed you too, Moss. Missed you too. Yeah, I heard about that. It's craziness. It really is. It's craziness on here. Um, I really believe if, and that includes my tribe as well. I really believe if we're in here for true crime, let's be here for true crime. Or if we're here for drama, just be a drama channel. Choose one, pick a lane, right? But drama and true crime should not go together. Shouldn't go together. And I've really tried to stay on case as much as possible. I really don't think it does any good to, I don't think we should be worried about what other creators do. And I also don't think that, well, sometimes it slips. Yeah, Veronica. I mean, we're all human. We're all human, right? But I also think that continually calling or defending yourself with just the stupidest allegations or whatever with each other, it doesn't help either. It just doesn't. It doesn't, because it convinces nobody. I know, El Kennedy. Oh, is it going to be on tonight? He's usually on Sunday nights. You can, Veronica. You can. Your audience knows better, and their audience isn't going to believe it either way. You know what I mean? So it really just doesn't do anything. Oh, he's going to be on Josh's tonight. Oh, good. Good, Kelsey. That's it, Sharon. That's it. The money is good on the drama streams, and it takes no effort whatsoever. I mean, I see why people fall into it, especially if they are wanting money. It gets them. That, but I would rather do it my way than whatever I get. That's right, Arnie. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. I've never cared what anyone else makes or anything like that. I make whatever I make from you guys, and that's that. It just is what it is. But are the people that followed that suckered in? Veronica, yes, they are suckered in, but it doesn't change either way. It doesn't change either way. You see what I'm saying? Because, I or someone else could sit up here and talk till we're blue in the face, and it only brings more critiquing, because people who are not willing to change and understand, it's not going to change them. It does not change. Have you heard of anyone being like, "Oh yeah, you know what? They're right. They're right." No, not on here. Not on here. Yeah, I'm out of town, Becca. I'm out of town, honey. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate that. Here's a mess. Would really like to see Billy Little get on Sebastian's case. He did a great job on D. Warner's case. And this is the thing. Sumner County has to invite them in. And if Sumner County isn't willing to give up the case, or I think there's a lot of pride, a lot of ego involved. And I think that really makes a difference. Thank you, Becca. How is Brandy? I haven't got to speak to Brandy in a little bit. The last time I spoke to her, they got her medicine straightened up a little bit, and she was having some really good days. There's a lot of mistakes that don't want to be accounted for, in my opinion. What are you doing, Remy? You're so silly. She's putting her head on the sofa, and it's almost like she's giggling, but she makes this sound. It almost sounds like a laughing sound. It's okay. I mean, we all make mistakes as creators. That's, as human beings, really. Thank you so much, Vintage, for always showing grace, sincerity, and compassion. Thank you so much, Vintage. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you are well. Thank you so much for your support. Gotcha, Sherry. Hey, Angel, YouTuber, Canadian. Where you been, girl? We hadn't seen you in a couple of the lives. Hoping you was okay. I figured you was busy. Oh, Sky Maiden, I'm so sorry. Guys, hopefully Tori's doing good. I haven't seen anything from Tori. She had heart surgery. And of course, pray for Tiffany's son, and pray for Brandy, of course, and Miss Christine 5555. She's a good person, and she's got cancer, and it's a really bad cancer, and she's been really down. Oh, that's good, Canadian. That's good. And who else? Mischief. Yes, play for Mischief as well. And my fiance's sister that had cancer surgery Monday, and now she's been took back to the emergency surgery. Oh, Sheila, gosh, that's crazy. So Mike Damon, what are you doing, Remy? He did a new video I thought we could go over as well. We're going to do a little Who Would You Rather as well. I thought, who would you rather? This is kind of like a crime style edition. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much. Miss Angel, my beautiful angel. Thank you, Moss. Thank you so much. So, if you guys had to pick, you can write it in the stream, or we can do it. 1 second here. Here, let me see if I can do it like this. Who would you rather, Casey or OJ? If you had to interview one, which one would it be? Casey Anthony or OJ Simpson? I did a poll. We can do a poll, or you can type it in chat, whatever you want to do. I missed that. This past week, I've been out of town. I was located in the area with no TV and no internet. Oh my God. Yes, middle E as well. Oh, thank you, Miss Verna. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate you, my dear. I mean, in my opinion, they're both guilty. Um, they were both savages. Well, she's still alive. OJ's not. OJ's not. It's going to be a quick poll. So it's 67% says Casey, 32% says OJ. All right, what about this? Would you rather have dinner with Chris Watts or Scott Peterson? Would you rather have dinner with Chris Watts or Scott Peterson? Raymond, thank you so much for gifting, my friend. Appreciate you. Good to see you. You gotta pick one, Courtney. You gotta pick one. No. It can't be neither. No. You have to pick one. It's supposed to be hard. You can't pass. You can't pass. I would rather probably Scott for me. I mean, I think Scott Peterson is evil, but I think what Chris Watts did, I don't know if I would be able to hold back on him, to be honest with you. With him, I don't know if I would be able to hold back. I really don't think I would be able to hold back. Let's see here. Would you rather be on a live stream with Lori Vallow or Letitia Stout? Mine would be Lori Vallow. Letitia, mine would be Lori Vallow, probably. Yes, Scott's wife had a child too. Yes. But Chris Watts, he put those babies in the little drill. Did y'all watch that live or that interview with Keith Morrison? Oh my God, she was a loco. Let's see here. What would you rather? I'm trying to find some more. Would you rather defend? Would you rather speak to Gypsy Rose in prison or write a letter to Charles Manson? Yes, and the older daughter begged him not to. I know, I can't even think about it. Girl, mom, today was the last day. Thank God it's over. Thank God. Gypsy Rose, like, she's trying to, like, become a star now. And I'm very conflicted with that. Because she is a victim, but she is also a murderer. Did Gypsy have a baby? I don't know. But that's the thing, Buck. They're treating her like a celebrity. She's very calculated, Boston. Yes. She's very, very calculated. Same as Kiki, absolutely. Lacey, I took it down. Let's see here. Let me see here. I've got more, I think. Would you rather host a panel with Nancy Grace or debate Dr. Phil on air? Nancy, probably. Let's see. If we got any more? Give me 2 seconds, y'all. All right, we got a lot more. Would you rather say something you regret forever or hold back something you should have said? Would you rather say something you regret forever or hold back something you should have said? See, it can go either way though, right? Because, like, if you say something you shouldn't have said, you can't unring a bell, so to say. But maybe it needs to be out. I don't know. I would probably hold back. What are these questions? Would you rather go viral for crying on stream or yelling at a victim's aunt? I don't know what that is. Let's see here. That's more like for content creators. Would you rather your words twist the public? What? Some of these don't even make sense. Would you rather find a confession letter and burn it or publish it and wreck lives? Ooh, that's a hard one. No, it's not. I don't think it's hard. Would you rather find a confession letter and burn it or publish it and wreck lives? I say publish the mother chicken. But that's just me. Because if it's a confession letter to, like, someone unaliving something, the lives are already wrecked, right? Would you rather be filmed crying at the wrong funeral or crying or caught smiling at the wrong court verdict? What if it's your spouse cheating? Then I don't know. Uh, let's see here. Um, be your best friend. Would you rather be best friends with someone who might be a serial unaliver, or enemies with someone who definitely is a serial unaliver? Would you rather be friends with a serial unaliver, or would you rather be friends with someone who might be a serial killer, or enemies with someone who definitely is? See, most of y'all are saying enemies. I'm like, I don't know. I might want to be that friend. They might be. They might not. Most of y'all are saying enemies. Friends, and maybe they want to. Yeah. Dude says, I've never met a stranger. What do you get for this? What does that mean? And Elizabeth, thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you. Good to see you, my love. Hope you are well. Thank you so much. And Raymond, thank you so much for gifting the pearl necklace. If you received my pearl necklace, give our Raymond a big thank you. And Verna, thank you so much, Miss Verna. Really do appreciate you as well. No, just questions. Would you rather go to eat with CP or White Boy? Oh God. Oh God. Probably Edgar. Yeah, probably Edgar. Any day of the week. I would rather Don Wills. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Carla. Exactly. Um, for sure, for sure. Um, let's see here. What else do we got? Would you rather get? Would you rather be? Okay, already read that one. Would you rather be praised by the wrong side? Would you rather? Well, this one's kind of a current one, if you ask me. Would you rather be praised by the wrong side or attacked by the right one? Would you rather be praised by the wrong side or attacked by the right one? Hmm. Yep, I agree with you guys on that one. Would you rather um let's see here. Would you rather um find the missing person? Oh, wait, no, not that one. Sorry. One second. Would you rather go on a date with a man who was acquitted or a cop who was never investigated? That's on them. Miss Persevere, you've got to answer. Can't say I'm married. This is before marriage. Okay. That's like 50-50 on here right now. Because I'm a sucker for uniforms. I like the UPS drivers. I'm obsessed with the UPS drivers. I think they look so good in their little uniforms. The UPS. They do. What did you say? I'd not go on a date with either man. Maurice, you gotta pick one. Um, yes. They're like the modern day milkman, I guess. Stay away from FedEx. Why? Because it's got X in it. FedEx. You're fed up with the X. What are you doing, Remy? Let me tell you something. Cops are very difficult to date. Very, very difficult to date. I had a Marine. He looked great in his uniform. Grace. I'm not dead. FedEx got crazies. I'm telling you, cops are very, very difficult to date. Don't ever do it. I'm telling you. And they have a very high divorce rate. I thought the milkman was not weird. I like men in scrubs. Hey, be great. Yes. I agree. Very difficult to. Yeah, it's very difficult to date a cop. Justin, I am obsessed with UPS. See, that's my girl. There you go. You think cops should be very controlling? It depends. It depends. I think they're used to having their way. And they are also trained to not believe anything you're saying, to doubt everything you're saying, everything. And I think it's hard for them to unwire that. I think for older cops, it's not as bad, but I think for, middle, younger-ish cops, it's harder. Do they know we can do something with you? Right, Robin. Yes. Yes. I know what you meant. I know what you meant, Robin. There's a lot of fidelity issues sometimes. You're not careful. But you would feel really safe, I think. I don't think it makes a difference like that. I mean, Modus wants to be a cop for the Secret Service and he's questioning everything and knows everything, of course. Well, I mean, Seven, I think it's a great profession. I mean, you know, we love our men and women in uniforms, right? Like, backing the blue and all that. But I do think it can be very difficult to date those type of people. Of course, there's always exceptions. Absolutely. It doesn't mean all of them. Don't ever date a cowboy because they'll throw you over for a rodeo every time. Good reason. Exactly, Dawson. I'm in Florida and you would fall in love with the Teco guys. Tampa Electric, I think they hired straight out of GQ. Really? Really? Um, that's right, Brenda. That's right. These days, you got to be careful because most people are crazy. They are, Tina. Thank you for being number 400, my darling. Um, of course, there's bad people in every profession, but I will say cops do have a much higher divorce rate. Look it up. All the linemen, yeah. Cowboys are fun, but not for long term. That's funny. Sonia, that's when you're in love. That's what I've always said. When like if you are so in love, you don't even care. You know what I mean? I can see he's too picky. He'd be a great girl. Some people are too picky. One of my sisters, she is way picky. And I'm like, you're going to die alone because you think it's everyone else. And I'm like, listen, they got to put up with your shit too. So how about that? How about that? None of us are, you know, perfect. None of us are. I've been married 38 years, got married same year I graduated high school. Wow, Lord. Yes, Sheila, I do. Yes, I know, Grace. Pretty close though, sandwich. You're full of it. You're so funny. Um, so in love, went through a divorce and cried. I mean, cried. My son was 8. The next week, my hubby came into my life. 17 years and counting. That's amazing. Your husband was a bull rider? We get along because I love rodeos and riding. That's such a dangerous job. What's going on? Where's Justin at? I'm right here. I'm gonna spit my drink out. Can I be picky, Sheila? Probably. Still single after 29. Someone find me a boyfriend or husband. 3 of my close friends here by day, drag by night, the best people. Oh, that's so fun, Maurice. That's so fun. You are live on location with me. Live on location. The camera sucks. We can all be picky in our own way. Yeah, I think we can. I think we can. I mean, like Edgar, can you imagine being married 5 times? 5 times? Like, baby, maybe, girl. Oh, there she is. Maybe marriage is not for you, boo boo. 49 years. Holy hell. Yes, Shannon. I married a sailor uniform and divorced to death. It's supposed to rain here in a little bit. Like 8:30 or something, like in an hour. Bro, what are you doing? You're weird right now. I don't understand. What's your love with this couch cushion? I don't get it. Um, you finally got amazing. She's obsessed with this couch cushion. It's like a specific part of it. I don't understand. I think someone might be texting me. All right. Sebastian is tall and skinny and has a contagious smile. Loves video games, loves cats. February 25th, the day before Sebastian went missing, Edgar was in Memphis and at work. So Sebastian and I went to the Texas Roadhouse. After dinner, right around 9 o'clock, I laid down. I heard a noise in his room. I said, I don't care what you're doing in there, but you gotta go to bed. And he answered, yes or yes, ma'am. And I said, okay. All right. There is something very interesting when it comes to the very first interview that KK spoke out. And I believe, in my opinion, she told Duchess or Edgar something different privately before their interview.
Where he is completely honest, he's completely open, and whatever comes to his mind, he is not scared to say it because he has absolutely not a thing to hide.
February 25th, the day before Sebastian went missing, Chris was in Memphis at work.
So, the day before Sebastian went missing, Chris was in Memphis at work. Well, it was Sunday, so he wasn't working. The first thing she says is February 25th. She wants to get that date down. She doesn't mention it was Sunday. That would collide a little bit with the statement that Chris was in Memphis at work. People would ask, well, it's Sunday, only 3 hours away. Why didn't you drive down? Don't you miss your family? Anything to avoid future questions. Anything where people would be able to say, wait a minute, what about this? What about that? She's been watching my videos. She knows.
Well, this is the thing. Not only that, Sandwich, he said, Edgar said in an interview recently, he said, well, we talk in a place where kids can't hear us, right? Well, if that's true, then how did she hear the thud? Because if you can hear the thud, they can hear you. Just common sense, common knowledge, right? And she was supposedly having this conversation on the couch. His bedroom is right there. His bedroom is right there. That's exactly right, Pink. She was on the couch. That's exactly right. So what's up with it? I don't know. Guys, hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly appreciate.
Was how I can dissect her statements, and she is avoiding it. She
says, I wonder if they were talking on Bluetooth. That question was asked, and he would not answer that. Why does that make a difference? Well, if it doesn't make a difference, then answer it. How about that? Get it out of the way. You won't answer it.
avoiding anything where the public can notice what I have noticed and I have talked about. So she's telling us that February 25th was the day before. Again, it's alibi time, people. Remember, in the beginning, we were told he was seen on the 26th. She sticks with the 26th. There was no way he went missing before. Nothing could have happened before midnight. Everything was really normal. That's what she's trying to tell us. And she's not revisiting the third. She is hinting at the noise. And some of you have wondered, is it a ruse? A ruse to hide the fact that there was a premeditated removal of Sebastian, a handover. Somebody, as Chris said, went into the house and took him. But what speaks against it is she introduced a fall twice, where she said that she asked him, did you fall out of bed?
Bubba,
And then she
did
said,
you fall out of the bed? No, ma'am. Well, knock it off. I don't care what you're doing in there. Why would he do that? Serenity, Sweetie Pilo had a good live with Mike the Man. When was this? Thank you so much, Serenity. Thank you so much, darling. Appreciate you. I love Sweetie Pilo. Sweetie. I've been out of the loop for the last couple days, so I don't. Oh, she did it today, 2 hours ago. Isn't she beautiful? Sweetie Pilo, she's beautiful. Let's see here. Who all did in there? Let's look at her. Hold on. Let me put her link in the description. That's all we'll do. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Sweetie Pilo. She is such a good person, Sweetie Pilo is. She's always like genuine. It's a real hard thing here on YouTube, it seems, unfortunately. Credit goes to my friend and yours, Miss Sweetie Pilo. Credit. Is it Pielo? I can't remember. Pielo. Okay. Making sure.
Guess what? You're not going to care what people are saying about you on.
Oh, hold on. Let me do it so I got no ads.
Like that. Looking down disappearance. And I can see that just in 5 seconds of seeing what he said or hearing what he said. Now, real quick, Tina makes a fantastic point.
Now, let me tell you something. Sweetie Pilo, when Sebastian first went missing, she spoke with the neighbors. This is when the neighbors would speak. Remember that? When the neighbors would kind of speak out more publicly, when they weren't afraid and they thought Sebastian would be found. Yeah, a lot of the neighbors spoke with Sweetie Pilo that some of them will not speak now. So she's got a lot of good information on Sebastian.
Why always show such younger pictures? You know, that is such a good question. It doesn't.
And the other day I showed you the pictures that she has, that they showed Sebastian when he went missing, and whenever, like, Sebastian at this Texas steakhouse, right? Which there's a difference. There's a difference in Sebastian's pictures versus how he was when he went missing. He's much taller, much more mature looking. And like I've always said, the critics will always say, oh, well, Justin, TBI or the local pick that out, like the, Sumner County picks that up. I'm like, yes, you're exactly right. They do. But they pick out the ones that you give them. The ones you give them. And if you're giving them all younger ones, then they're going to pick out from the ones you give them. So, it's not the police or TBI's fault on that. Just my nightmares are letting. Oh, I'm glad, Sheila. It sucks to have nightmares like that. It really does. Because I don't care how old you are. Sometimes you can wake up just petrified if you have nightmares like that.
Makes sense, because we're looking for a 15, 16, now almost, gonna be 17, what, in 7 months, pretty much, year-old kid. But yet the photos that they're showing and have showed the whole time is that of like a 10-year-old boy. Now, I don't know about you, but I've got a 16-year-old son, and the amount of change a boy or girl, for that matter, goes through from the age of like
Yes.
10 to 15, 16 is astronomical. They don't even end up looking like the same kid from 10 on. At least mine doesn't. Like I'll go through old photos of him and I'm like, I honestly can hardly recognize him. He looks that much different. So showing old photos of him, I don't think is the smartest.
Sebastian looks totally different from when he was like a baby. Girl, she just knocked my phone over. And then when he's like 6 and 7, 8, and then like 11, 12, and then 15.
Deal, especially if they really want
His hair darkened up some, all of that as well.
to find him. But perhaps with Katie and Chris, maybe that was never the intention, right? That's my thinking anyway. Okay, we'll carry on.
Exactly, Jazz.
February 25th, the day before Sebastian went missing, Chris was in Memphis at work. So Sebastian and I went to Texas Roadhouse. After dinner, right around 9 o'clock, I laid down. I heard a noise in his room. He said, I don't care what you're doing, but you gotta knock it off and you gotta go to bed. And he answered,
Thank you, Sally.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, first things I noticed that I think I'm a little concerned by is that she's setting the scene that Chris is out. Chris is in Memphis. There's no way Chris could be a part of this, right?
First thing, Edgar, first of all, before I speak about myself or my child, I want to let you know that Edgar here, who's been married 5 times and said he wanted Sebastian out and didn't want him around his kid, and we were just looking for homes to, put him in a facility. He was at work. He was at work. What did you do Sunday evening, Edgar? I'm not telling you. I'm not privy to that. Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry, honey. Give Bob our prayers.
It's like Chris was in Memphis, and then she goes into this story about that we've heard. It's a cookie cutter story, just like Summer in the Planning Flowers. If you were here for the Summer Wells case, it's concerning because there's never been more detail about the story as far as her story goes and the way she goes through it.
Yeah, Carla, I was in Horny Lake. I was in Horn Lake that night.
It's never deviated in the sense that she just hits these points, right? These bullet points, and then that's that. She never expounds on anything. It's just like, oh, I went to wake him up and he wasn't there, and then I get on the phone with Chris, and she goes through her whole deal. And I'm going, why does it remind me so much of Candace Wells and the whole Planting Flowers routine? Hold on, there was, I think, one more thing I was going to say. Let me back it.
After dinner, right around 9 o'clock, I lay down. I heard a noise in his room. I said, I don't care what you're doing, but you gotta knock it off and you gotta go to bed. And he answered, yes, ma'am. I said, okay. And
Thank you, babe. No, seriously. Honestly, did any of your kids, for the women in here, did any of your kids ever say casually at nighttime, were they ever like, no ma'am, good night? If my kid said that, I would be like, are you okay? Are you all right? Did you like become respectful? No. Tell Papa Edgar when you're talking to him, ma'am, or tell Mr. Edgar, good night. Who says that?
that was the last time that I spoke with Sebastian.
So in terms of Katie's interviews, this is the first time I think we've actually seen her, for the most part, look straight ahead or.
Lisa, a lot of us grew up in a different time though, right? And we said, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. But I didn't say that to my parents because there's a closer bond with family members, right? You'll say that. Some people, I guess, say that to their parents, but you'll say that to like your aunt or your uncle. You know what I mean?
Or we'll say somewhat into the camera when she's talking about Sebastian, because her normal shtick or routine is like looking down, never looking at the camera. By the way, never looking at Chris, which he's generally always to her right, if you notice that. But yeah, they never kind of bounce off each other as far as telling the story. It's like they both are looking down or ahead, but never at each other. It feels contrived. I'm sorry. That's what I'm trying to get at. Very contrived.
Very contrived.
The next morning, when I went in his room, he wasn't in his bed. After a minute or two, when I couldn't find him, I called Chris and I said, I can't find Sebastian. He's not in the house.
I got off of work and I had a text message from Sebastian's stepfather. I said, hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but Sebastian is missing. I headed straight over to their.
Remember, he did not say that. He said, don't be mad, but your son, Sebastian, is missing. What happened to her accent? She threw it out the window.
Hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but Sebastian's missing. No, that
Do you hear, sweetie? Do you hear her? That is so funny. Oh my God. Hey, I don't know how to tell you this. But I gotta replay that. Go.
But Sebastian missing. I headed straight over to their.
Hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but Sebastian's missing. No, that actually wasn't said, was it? I'm remembering back to a time where Seth was on.
Oh my God, I'm gonna choke. Oh my God. Hi. I don't know how to tell you this. Hold on, just 1 second, one more time.
No, that tell you this. Hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but Sebastian's missing. No, that actually wasn't said, was it?
Just the way
I'm remembering back to a time where Seth was on.
Oh my God. You go, sweetie. Oh my God. I need to clip that. That's so good. That's so good. Oh my God. Oh, thank you, Serenity. Thank you, baby. If I let my kids stay up late and they were still goofing off, an hour later, I would be upset and knock on their door and go and tell them, I'll let you stay up later. Now, I let you stay up later. Now go to bed. Exactly. Mike's imitation of Edgar is even better. Oh my God. I got to see it. Thank you so much, Serenity. Really do appreciate that. So this is someone who I'm trying not to, Maurice. This is someone who it's a military household, right? They are strict. Edgar says, I am strict, but I'm a strict parent, is what he says. I'm a strict parent. Okay. Now, this being said, we know that the time for bedtime is the same every night. Why let him stay up late that night on a Sunday? I don't understand. Why didn't you let him stay up late Saturday night? You're more likely to let your kids stay up late Friday night or Saturday night, but not Sunday night, especially if he's taking medication, right? Especially if he's taking medication. And if you already let him stay up an hour late, and it's been another hour, and we're going on 10 o'clock, you let him stay up till 9 o'clock. You don't hear anything till 10 o'clock. That's 2 extra hours. You're going in that room. Any parent's going in that room.
I think it was on the lab. This is probably back in November, December. And Seth told the story about the day that he got the news that Sebastian was missing and that he had first, I think, gotten a text that said something like 911, call me or something like that. And then when he calls Chris back, what Chris actually says is something to the effect of, don't be mad, but Sebastian's missing. So this rendition that he just gave is a bit off. Now, why would it be a bit off? I don't know. Time has passed. Maybe you get things wrong when you retell them a bunch of
No,
times.
you don't get that wrong.
It's kind of weird to me, though, because he never said,
No.
I don't know how.
No, you don't get that wrong, because Edgar said that's something I will never ever forget. Telling Seth that Sebastian was missing. How could you ever forget anything of that?
To tell you this, but Sebastian's missing. Never happened. It goes on the list of things that never happened.
Oh my God, she did it again.
Said, I don't know how to tell you this, but Sebastian's missing. Never happened. It goes on the list of things that never happened.
Their house.
I started driving through the neighborhood. I was panicking. I was looking everywhere. Like, where is he? What happened? Did he go with someone? Did someone take him? By the time I pulled into the school, Christopher was already telling me to turn around because the authorities were on their way.
Because just the way Edgar says it in this interview, like it's something with his voice. So, he said Sebastian's Mason or something like that. And he's just full of baloney.
So there was a really good video that Mob Crew did, I don't know, probably a month or two ago, where he showed on video surveillance Katie driving down the street when she did go looking for Sebastian. And people, maybe it was Chris of Mob Crew and other people, they were like, well, when you're looking for, let's just say your animal, your cat, your dog, your whatever animal gets out, and you're going to look for them, you're going to get in your car, you're going to roll your window down, you're going to call out for them. So in this case, like, Sebastian, call his name out the window. The whole time she's driving, the window's up. She drives around for a very...
Sorry, I was muted. The window is up here, right? She's not reenacting anything. Now, the neighbors told me when she was reenacting this that she... Pearl, what are you doing? Hold on. What are you doing? That Edgar was in the car with her here. I don't know if he was the one filming or they had a camera person there. Oh my goodness, Lakeside. That's so generous, honey. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you, my dear. You are very good to me, Lakeside. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate that, honey. Good to see you. Means so much, truly. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so very much. You must be in the bushes. I haven't seen you in here. Thank you so much, Lakeside. Thank you so much, my dear. I haven't seen you like this at Justin, not an entire year. What? Just, I don't know what you mean. Being silly? Is that true? Thank you, Lakeside. I appreciate you and the community here with us, girls. Thank you, Lakeside. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you, my friend. You are very good to me, and thank you for your support and being a mod and a member and all the above, my friend. Thank you so much. What's with KK's fake accent? In my opinion, you know what I need to do? I need to cut a video of KK doing her different accents, right? Bubba, you gotta go to bed. That one. And then, I can't find it. When she does that one. And then, I said, whatever you're doing in there, knock it off and go to bed. She does so many different accents. And I think it's part of disassociation, which I kind of went over that the other day. Accents change like the wind. Yeah, sometimes she talks like this when she wants to sound motherly, She'll be like, oh yes, we made spaghetti pancakes. Google it, y'all. Like, what the fuck? How do you go from
A
there?
brief amount of time
2 seconds, girl.
and then comes back and decides that that's that.
Thank you.
It's concerning to me because to me it seems like she went through the bullet points she needed to do to make it look authentic,
Fun fact.
but yet there was never any sincerity behind it. Like she was genuinely looking for her
She
son.
drives me
That's
nuts. That I can't find it. She drives me nuts with that one. I can't find it. Oh my God, Remy, what are you doing?
always concerned me. Also, the fact that she never looked for him supposedly for more than like 1 or 2 minutes before she calls Chris. So, like, for example, if I go into their room in the morning and they're not in there, I'm going to first think of a bunch of places that they could.
Very good point. Listen, you wake up, you go to your child's bedroom, they're not in there. You're going to be like, Sebastian, right? Are you in the bathroom? And then you don't hear it. You're going to go in the bathroom and you're going to look, right? Especially a child that used to have seizures. Sebastian used to have seizures when he was younger. God, maybe he had a seizure, right? Where is he? And you're not gonna start running around frantic from opening up his door, not in the bedroom, not in the bathroom. So you take a look in the kitchen. His phone is in the kitchen. Oh, look. His backpack's there. Might as well, call Edgar 3 minutes in. You're not going to give a wooden nickel about Edgar 3 minutes in. You're not going to give a wooden nickel. Yeah, I'm standing up today. You're not going to give a wooden nickel. Didn't call Seth. Yeah, didn't call Seth at all. You look like Beyonce. Kiki is a bad actress. She's not a good liar. She's really not.
Be. Okay, they could be outside with the turtle. They could be playing with the bunny rabbit. They could be, did my mom?
Well, he could have been playing with his kitty cats too, but guess what? Edgar took them long time ago. Edgar took them. You know what? If I was Sebastian, if he took my cats, I would have threw the fucking litter box on his bed. I'm going to tell you that right now. If I was a kid and a guy came in my house as a kid and he took my cats out, I would throw the damn litter box on his bed. Here, you SOB. I would have thrown that litter. Eat cat shit, Edgar. How about that? That's what I'd have told him.
Somehow, did one of them go to my mom's house? Like, there's so many other possibilities before you jump the gun and assume they are a missing person. And I feel that she didn't, I guess, maybe entertain that there were other possibilities before she jumped the gun and said, oh, he's missing. She claims she looks for 1 to 2 minutes and then, well, is he on the other side of the bed? That whole bit. Again.
Oh my God. Cracking me up to see.
Side of the bed, that she looks for 1 to 2 minutes and then, well, is he on the other side of the bed? That whole bit. Again, kind of hard to stomach. And I'm sorry that I'm going over this again, but I think it's important.
Oh my God. Because it's so true. They're so freaking ridiculous. Their stories. I don't know, KK. What, did you check here? Is he on the other side of the bed? I mean, does she have 2 fucking brain cells that you don't think she looked? You just got to add something in your story. You've got to add something in your story. Well, did you check on the other side of the bed, KK? She's a fucking Marine. You don't think she checked on the other side of the bed? Someone with war training? No, didn't check on the other side of the bed. The fuck? Like, they just have to add something to their story. You know what I mean? It's like so stupid. It's beyond ridiculous. And anyone who believes them, oh my God, in my opinion, allegedly. Thank you, Canadian, for gifting 2 pearl necklaces. Thank you so much, my dear. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you thank our beautiful Canadian cookie. Very, very sweet of you, my dear. Thank you so much. I mean, it's so stupid. You know what I mean? Oh my God. I mean, I checked 2 minutes. I checked 2 minutes or 3 minutes, called Edgar, and waited 30 minutes and did nothing. Oh my God, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Canadian. Thank you, Shannon. That's very sweet of you. And thank you so much. If you received one of those, make sure you thank Shannon or Canadian Cookie. Oh, thank you, Angel. So sweet. Thank you, my love. Appreciate you very much. Thank you so much, honey. I really do appreciate you. If you received one of those from Angel, Shannon, or Canadian, make sure you give them a big, big thank you. Very, very sweet. Very, very sweet. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. But I was too hysterical to call 911. Yeah. Yeah. I was too hysterical to call 911. 30 minutes. 30 minutes after calling Edgar. Right. But I got in my mid-size SUV. I mean, was she too hysterical to roll down the fucking window too? Is she too hysterical for that? And by the time I got to the high school, Edgar was saying, "Turn around, they're coming. They're coming around the bend, coming around the mountain when she comes." That's what they're doing. That's what KK said. So you didn't even get to look at this high school. Is that what you're saying? Girl. She unplugged my laptop. Say hi, girl. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Yeah, okay. She's a nut. I don't get it. I really don't get it with those two.
To touch on some of these points because they're all necessary.
I mean, you would think, right? You would think if you were, you were looking for your kid, right? Your kid. And you thought, oh, they might have went to school. His phone's still here, but he might have went to school or they might have left the house. Why would you assume your child left the house whenever they don't have shoes? They didn't take a coat, and there's nothing on camera at all. There's not even a scent. But the first interviews, like we were watching the other day, like the reporter said, well, he's never done anything like this before, because they made it seem like since the beginning that he walked out on his own. Not that he was taken, not that he was abducted, that this happened on his own accord. When we listened to the dispatch, right? This is the first time he's ever done it. Mom said he just walked out in the middle of the night. Now you hear KK saying, oh, well, someone might have taken him, perhaps, or whatever. Changing that story now, aren't you, KK? Thank you, Shannon. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you very much. Thank you, my love. You received that. Make sure you thank Shannon. Very kind of you, my
I think,
dear.
to understand the story.
They used helicopters, they used drones, they used ATVs, horseback.
An extensive search didn't yield one significant lead or even a glimpse of the boy on any doorbell cam video. Days later, investigators called to a landfill, still saying they had found nothing.
We have nothing. We just have speculation.
We have nothing. We have nothing, he says. We have nothing. Pink Warrior, most parents of missing kids don't make assumptions just like that. You're exactly right. And so he's saying we have nothing. No, you said he walked out the freaking door. You said he walked out the door. You wouldn't assume that he walked out the door. You would be confused. We have 3 a.m. footage. Damn Skippy. Yes. And that's going to be important.
We get criticized. The father gets criticized. Law enforcement's been criticized.
Online.
We've all been criticized, and we'll continue to all be criticized as long as we're on this earth. Okay. Are you worried about someone criticizing you, or do you not just have time for that? Do you hear Seth say, I've been criticized in every interview? No. We're talking about, creators in such a way that you would never think any parent of a missing child would tell someone to run backwards in a field full of I've never even heard such a thing. I have never even heard such a thing in my entire life like that, ever. I never even knew something like that thing existed, honestly. Like, where do you come up with this? No, it wasn't their kitchen at all. No.
Really analyzing videos and creating.
Okay, your kid is authentically missing. Are you going to give a shit if you're getting criticized? Is that going to be your main focus?
Exactly.
Come on now. If your child is missing and you really have...
Dog Mama, thank you, baby. Thank you so much for gifting. Really do appreciate that. You received that. Make sure you
No
thank
idea
our...
where they are.
Oops.
Guess what? You're
Our
not going
dear
to care
Dog
what
Mama
people
for
are
life.
saying about you on Facebook
Make sure you thank Dog Mama for life.
or on different threads online. All that's going to matter to you is finding and reuniting with your child. You don't care about all that noise. But he always makes a point to say either that they have no, quote, evidence, or that they're being harassed, or that, he's tired of the way so-and-so's treating him and the public and X, Y, and Z, everybody basically. Unbelievable that he always has to note these things. You're just not going to care if you genuinely have a missing kid. I'm sorry.
their own theories. Sebastian is putting something in his pocket.
Surveillance footage from a neighbor shows two people outside of Sebastian's house that night. Something happened.
Tonight marks 1 year since Sebastian Rogers disappeared near Beach High School in Sumner County. My life is not the same without my son. He's not here. He's somewhere. Someone has him.
This year has been
Your fake kitchen with your fake props in a fake house that's not yours. Sitting there going over the picture and you have no idea come on. I wish I knew crochet. Oh, thank you, Joe, baby. Thank you so much, honey. You're generous. Thank you. I don't believe he was at work that weekend. I don't think he was in Mississippi that weekend. Yeah. That's what you got to do. Yeah. That's right, Maurice.
the worst nightmare I could have.
When you're a parent, you got this, you know, you're here, but you're still focusing on your kid or your animal, right? If you got a dog that's into something, you're like, no, get out of that. A kid, what are you doing? That's what you do.
Have imagined to come alive.
Just was whoever has him. Just coming back. It's my son.
Seth's plea for his son is so genuine right there, in my opinion.
Absolutely genuine.
You can see the frustration, the
The heartbreak.
worry, the grief in his eyes, looking right into the camera and pleading, basically, if you have my son, please give him back. There's no faking that. You cannot fake that authentic, grief-stricken look that he has on his face right there.
Humans have a bullshit reader. They have a bullshit reader, right? They really do. They have a bullshit reader. And they can tell the difference. They can tell the difference if you're being genuine or not. Some people's bullshit readers better than others, but you can feel the pain. Absolutely. Absolutely. It doesn't give you that the fakeness of KK. You know, it's not a forced feeling. You know, KK, she's, you know, trying to, you know, at sometimes squeeze out a tear. Do I think she misses her son? 1,000%. I think she absolutely does miss her son. But I think in these moments right here that the public gets to see, she doesn't get the time to think about it because she has to think about what she is saying next and what to remember. Oh, thank you, Wendy. Thank you, baby doll. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Miss Wendy. Good to see you, love. You received that. Make sure you thank our dear Wendy. Really do appreciate that. I think she has a ton of them, Jazz. I think there is a ton of regrets. Yes. Yes. Yep. I absolutely do. Because I know some of y'all believe a lot of this is premeditated. I'm still not there. Still not there. But because I believe someone snapped. Whether it was, something that went on a day or two or a week or two before, and there was another fight and someone just snapped or whatever. I don't know. It could have been pre-planned. I don't know. But I think I am still team someone just snapped. But I could be wrong.
And what have we never seen, in my opinion, from Katie? We have never seen that same concern. We've never seen it on Chris's face, that same concern. It is a deep, sincere pain and void in his life, and he doesn't know how to go on without finding answers for his son. Couldn't be more authentic, in my opinion. It's very sad. Now, there's another thing to note throughout this whole interview so far, and I wonder if anybody can tell me right offhand, what is it about Katie that is different in this interview versus any other that she's done before? I'll wait for it. Let's see if anybody catches it. Whoever catches it, you are really going to impress me because it will show how observant you are. Okay, throw some ideas out. I'll give it another few seconds.
I got an idea.
Okay, yeah, Amy, she does, in my opinion, look very medicated, for sure. She says his name. Yes, that is another.
She does say his name, but what about this? One of these aren't like the other. It's not green tea. This is when she was saying green tea in the other interview. What is different on this photo? Oh, butterflies. They're absolutely watching us. The fingernail. Look at the ratchet middle finger. Girl, you're doing an interview. Paint your damn middle finger. What? Look at that. What the hell? Take some time out of you not searching and search where your damn nail polish is.
I would say new addition to the way she presents herself in these interviews. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Bingo, 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 bingo. Who said it? Hold on. There it is. There it is. Tina, story is different. Accent.
Press on nails fell off. Honey, she is fake as press on nails. Okay? She is fake as press on nails. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. I think it's a way of giving everyone the middle finger. Well, her middle finger was a little dirty. Her middle finger was a little dirty. So it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. All right, let's see what she says.
Okay, there you go. Bingo, 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 bingo. Who said it? Hold on. There it is. There it is. Tina, story is different. Accent is different. Bingo, you got it. That is exactly what I was thinking. And you know who reminded me of that?
The story is the story is different. Accent is different. Yes. Shannon, thank you so much, my dear. Oops, wrong button. 15 months. You're an OG. Thank you for all you do for Sebastian and Drama Free and being authentic with all the missing it. Thank you so much, Shannon. You are definitely an OG, my friend. Thank you for all you do as well, my guy. And thank you, Sherry Lynn, 4 months. Coming in clutch. Love you, darling. Thank you so much for your support, my dear. Good to see you. What are you laughing at, Dawson? What are you laughing at? My middle finger, man, it's a bit dirty. It's a bit dirty. Just saying.
Today, I was listening to, what's her name? Lady Freedom's Raw Narratives, just probably an hour or so ago. And she brought up the fact that her accent, she's void of her Southern twang. And I was like, gosh, you reminded me. I haven't thought about that in quite a while, but it's really irritated me since the beginning of time, pretty much following this case, that she would drop the accent now, right? In the last, so at her 1 year mark, there was an interview, and I didn't find her.
You know, like Edgar cut off his mullet. Maybe she's cut off her Southern twang. She cut off her Southern twang. Thank you, D. Mystery, coming a lot. Darling. 5 months. Whoop, whoop. Love being a girl. We love you, Misty. Thank you so much. Void her twang. She's like Missy Elliott. Twang, a twang, a twang, a twang. I don't wear makeup either. You don't have to wear makeup. But, I mean, you know, when you're on TV, you need to put something on. If you're on the camera, you need to put a little something on. You know what I mean? You don't want to look like Freddy Krueger. You know?
Have that Southern accent or drawl or whatever you want to call it at all. And this interview, same deal. As a matter of fact, let me show you. Let me give you a good example for those who are not familiar with what we're even talking about here. Got it ready for you to hear.
Good day. He had a great weekend. So do you want to walk us through what that looks like again for everybody?
Okay, listen carefully. Accent is so
He
much.
did have a really good weekend, actually. When we come home from having supper that evening, he was playing. When he went to bed, when I told him to go to bed, he said, "I love you, Mama," and he said, "I love you, puppies." A little later in the evening, I myself went to bed, and when I went to wake him up for school, he wasn't here.
And you did tell me that Sebastian is not a runner.
He's not.
It's okay. Take your time.
Sebastian does not have a history of running. I mean, the young man doesn't go outside very much. I mean, everybody in the neighborhood.
Okay, I'm going to give you one more example. Is it this one? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's revisit this one. This goes back to, if you can, first of all, why would you fake your accent, right? If you're talking about your missing boy, you don't have time for that horse shit. You just want to get the story out that you have a missing child. And by God, you need help finding him. You need to rally the troops, get the word out there because your son is out there. You don't have time to turn it on and off. Why has she turned it on and off is the question. Okay, let's go back to this one.
I mean, Look at this. I mean, she just needs a little stuff on her, she just needs a little makeup. Just a little makeup. We're working without it, we look like Lori Ingalls Wilder. I'm just saying. Just a little powder, KK, a little powder. Just powder, just a little powder, baby. That's it. Just for the interviews. Nobody's saying you gotta look like a runway every day or anything like that. Nobody's saying that. Just a little powder, baby. Powder.
It's right here.
Will be found safe and return home.
He's gonna walk through that door, and the street will be flooded again with family and relatives all waiting to hug him,
Sorry.
love him, and
Stepdad Chris says it's been an emotional roller coaster that all started Sunday night, February 25th.
Pretty normal. He was playing in his room. When I told him to go to bed, he did. He said, "Good night, Mom. I love you."
Katie says she went to wake up Sebastian around 6 a.m. Monday for school, and he was gone. Within minutes, Katie says she was on the phone with Chris, who was working out of town, and they quickly called 911.
And he's not a runner. He's never run away before.
And
I don't
right
know
here,
why.
exactly what I'm saying. Right here, right? He's not a runner. He's never ran away before. I don't know why he walked out the door. I don't know why, what would make him, think of something like this, to do something like this. But you don't know that.
I don't know why he walked out that door.
I mean,
I don't know why he walked out that door. Then we hear her speaking perfectly normal. Let's go back to the main video, though,
Listen.
so you guys can hear it again for yourselves. Okay, carrying on from Seth.
Wow, that dad. You can feel.
Oh, thank you, Dee. Thank you so much, my dear. 5 months with it. Love being a pearl. We love you, darling. Thank you so much for coming in clutch at 5 months, Dee. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you too many shoes. 5 months for you as well. Love to you and all the beautiful pearls. We love you too. Too many shoes. Thank you so very much, my friend. Appreciate y'all very much.
So we want to talk about theories now, Payne, and what might have.
Even she said, Harrison here interviewed thousands of people. Wow, Dad, you can feel it.
Happened with Sebastian. What are your thoughts?
I mean, here's his house. They searched miles outside of that neighborhood for days. Helicopters on the ground. They even drained a lake. He's nowhere. I don't think Sebastian would have gone outside on his own. There's someone else involved here. Somebody who was familiar to him, but a stranger to everyone else.
I agree with everything he said except the last thing right there. Not a stranger to everyone else.
We also have to consider he could have left on his own volition. We know children on the autism spectrum tend to wander. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, nearly half of all children on the autism spectrum will go missing at some point from
by 13.
Their environment.
Wow.
But I think something caused him to flee his home. Was that into the open arms of a predator? Or
Nope.
Was there a roaming predator that just happened to see Sebastian walking down through the neighborhood?
I think it's a predator from within.
And to me, one thing that stands out is his shoes. He always wore his shoes according to his mom.
Yeah, she shared a story that as a younger boy, he walked through a pile of dirt, turned out to be a bed of fire ants, and he had a thing about always wearing his.
I'm sure you guys have heard this this point 1,000 times already, but it does bother me here that that story was shared by Seth right out of the gate, that Sebastian was very little. I think he was even in diapers still when he stepped into an ant pile, and that's why he always wore his socks and shoes after that when he would go outside. It's a very
Didn't Katie dispute that in the beginning? Didn't she? What didn't she be like? He would go outside without his shoes. I didn't know anything about the fire ants or something.
very important thing to understand a person's typical behavior, because when then you can see how strange it is when they go outside of that normal behavior, right? What we can figure from me just saying that is that he didn't leave the home with no shoes on. It doesn't make sense for somebody to do that. And that is a lie. His normal behavior was to wear shoes. Why would he suddenly, especially on a night where I think,
Well, a night where nothing is wrong, he is okay with locking the door, but not okay with taking his shoes. Right? No way.
I think it was the following day, or sorry, the following evening after he left, or after he disappeared, it was 27 or 26 degrees. So this time frame was pretty cold from what I understand at night. There's no way that he would go out with no shoes on, I would imagine. Unless there may be some slippers or some shoes he had that have never been talked about, or is there maybe something we're missing? Sure, it's possible. But right now,
no, I don't think there's any other shoes or anything else, because KK said in her own words, we had cleared out all of the shoes and all of that because he had outgrown two shoe sizes in a month.
Come on, common sense tells you he didn't leave with no shoes on. It's silliness. It's ridiculous.
His socks and shoes. I can't think that a 15-year-old child would get up in the middle of the night and leave without his shoes in February. So for me, that says that someone has come and taken him, or someone else is involved. Someone knows something. And as easy as it is to be like, oh, that could never happen, like your bedroom is the safest place in the world. Well, no, bedrooms are not the safest place in the world. I was taken from my bedroom. It can happen to anyone.
Again, or actually, I don't think I said this yet. This is Elizabeth Smart.
I don't know how anybody could grow two sizes in a month. I don't understand how he would do that.
At a young age, I want to say, shucks, was she like, I can't remember if she was a younger teenager, like 13 or something, but for 9 months, she was a missing person. And she basically was abducted by a creep that had been doing work on her parents' home. And there was I think he was a religious zealot, a baby Mormon, maybe. I can't really remember the exact details. But yeah, she, for 9 months, was a missing person. Everybody figured she was dead. So I do give her credit here. Like, she has credibility. She's gone through it. And I think she can see that there's trouble here, that the story doesn't altogether make sense. And something criminal happened.
Yeah. So when you consider what you just said, Elizabeth, and according to Katie, that night she goes to bed, he goes to bed, then around 10 p.m. there's a bump or a thud. She calls out to him. He says, I'm fine. Yes, ma'am. I'll stop moving.
Bubba.
And then that's the end of it. And according to her,
Bubba, did you fall out of that bed? No, ma'am. Well, stop it what you're doing in there, Bubba. It's time to go to bed. I just wasn't thinking about going in there. I was just trying to give him his personal space because, he's a teenager and, what teenage boys do. And, it's not like I could have fucking knocked or anything.
when she went to bed, the doors were locked. And when she woke up, the doors were locked. Were the windows locked? That's a big question. Were they secure? Because if they weren't, it could mean one of two things. That thud, him responding, was someone else in there with him, or someone was with him and going. Exactly.
So I do want to bring up this home security camera footage. This looks like foot traffic right in here.
Yeah, if you look at the footage here, you can see subject number 1 allegedly, right? It looks like something that's illuminated, which, by the way, we haven't mentioned it yet. According to Katie, there was a flashlight that Sebastian liked using that was missing. So you consider that.
Yes, one of those broke 25-cent wholesale flashlights, KK, that has a battery watch in it from China that lasts 3 seconds if they start at all, with a keychain on it. You know, he didn't take a damn keychain thing. It's ridiculous. She's ridiculous about that. Maybe just in case they saw flashlights outside, perhaps.
Before I forget, it bothers me so much that there's ever been emphasis on this little keychain flashlight that Sebastian, I think he won tickets or something from, it was an arcade maybe, and he had bought this little keychain flashlight. There was nothing to it. It was little and probably broke very quickly. You know what I mean? So of all things for Katie to notice in his room when he's missing, his keychain.
Well, the DC, you said the solar garden lights, right? Remember when Nancy asked, she said, do y'all have any lights outside? KK's like, well, I've got a couple solar lights outside. And Edgar goes, no, the garage lights are on. Oh yeah, those were on. Thanks. Yeah, I forgot about those. Oh my God. I thought of the solar fairy that I had by the steps, but I did not think about those beaming ass garage lights sitting out there at the garage. You're so right, Edgar. Did she not know, like, what to say in that instance? I don't understand. Like, why did she... Was she like, fuck, it's an answer I don't really know what to say on? Edgar, we never talked about that. Ed, what should I say? Cough, Cruella. Cough, if I'm supposed to say yes. Clear your phlegm if it's a no.
A flashlight is missing. Wow, that's weird. It's like, come on. I'm not even going to probably notice that in my child's room. Are you? That's a very odd thing to take note of. So to me, she was covering her bases in case maybe there was some surveillance that was never accounted for, that she didn't have knowledge.
Yeah, the mom who did not notice that his shoes were missing, that his backpack was still there, but she remembers, and she doesn't remember if there's lights on outside of her garage, but she remembers this little flashlight that's 25 cents. Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute? I still think those weren't flashlights. I think they were lights on Apple Watch. It was some, well, I mean, it's a light of some sort. I think one is a headlight, a headlamp, a little headlamp. Mom left through the garage and not at the front door.
Of, and that's what happened here. She probably did not know that this particular neighbor had cameras facing that particular direction, and there was a handover. You see it right here in this imagery on the screen. You've got to the left, you see two lights. I've gone over this 100 times pretty much, but you catch the drift. There is clearly somebody that goes to what looks like as close to the home as possible to these other lights, and then they split. Somebody goes back to the house, and this other light goes back to what looks like the car right there. There was absolutely a handover. Now, the question is, who picked him up? Who did it?
Who did it?
Was it the in-laws?
Does look like two people holding flashlights.
Yes, that paints a picture that is foul play.
Yes.
So I want to help the public now. We want to find Sebastian. What do you say to people, Elizabeth?
First of all, to the 16-year-olds of the country, the high school age, really, if you know someone who looks like Sebastian, if you know something about Sebastian, tell your parents, call into the show, call the police, report it. This might be the break that we need. To the parents, if you have seen a 16-year-old boy that looks like Sebastian, do not be afraid to pick up the phone and call.
There is a $50,000 reward to help find him. Sebastian Rogers was about 5'5" when he was last seen, and he wears glasses. Sebastian is not.
Check your cameras. There might be someone sitting on some doorbell.
Well, the only one that might be sitting on cameras is the landfill, in my opinion, allegedly. I wonder that, Mohawk. I need to talk to one of a specific neighbor more that I haven't spoken to in a while about that. I need to know more about was there I'm trying to okay. Taj, okay. Right, Maurice. Like whether you are a fan of At Night or not, don't take anything personal when it comes to the reward. Say it's ever how much it is, right? And then it's more enticing for people to, it's more money for someone. But I have never yet seen a parent say the lower amount of a reward fund. There is someone in a car on camera. Oh, there's definitely a car and people out there. I think landfill search was not looking for Sebastian. I believe it was. I think it was looking for something and not someone, for sure. Sorry, guys, I'm blinding you. In my opinion, only Edgar when KK came over to where Sebastian is. I believe they know. I believe someone knows for sure. Guys, we're going to finish this a little bit later. I need to go change Remy. I'll be back later tonight. I am coming back. It will be probably from my bed, but I will be back here in a little bit. If you guys will still be up, it's Friday night, so we got time to party. Okay? Did you see Silver's post last week? He's going back to manholes. Really? Silver, Mr. and Mrs. Silver are good people. Most believe there was a transfer. It's on video, for God's sakes. Yeah. It's on video. That it is. I'm hoping with some time, I hope there's an arrest soon. But if it takes time, hey girl mom, thank you, my dear. I'm hoping that some of these neighbors will come out again and speak. That would be nice. because then I would love to see what Edgar and KK says then when they say, so you're telling me what I have on my very own camera, Edgar, and this neighbor came out? Well, I'm a neighbor and nobody came out. I heard the camper was sold. I don't know. I can look into that though. Yes. Josh is, are they on right now? If they're on, we'll see you guys over there. I'll go listen for a little bit. So, I love you long time. Josh from the lab might be on right now with Chris. So, I got all night. 10 Eastern. So that's late for him to do true crime. It'll probably be before that then. Or maybe after. I don't know. We'll see. I need to go change her diaper though. She just let me have it. I'm just telling you that. Pray for me. Pray for me. Love you guys. Bye-bye.